Welcome to Smoking Conversations with Sakina-Ra, as we dive into exactly what is philosophy and how does it apply to our ancestors' knowledge. Well, the word philosophy means love of wisdom. Philo = love, Sophia = wisdom. It suggests a deep yearning for knowledge and understanding, but here's the twist. They didn't create wisdom. They categorized it, translated it, renamed it, then acted like they birthed it. When ancient knowledge from Kemet, Kush, India or China made its way into Greek hands, it went through translation filters. Medu Netta, divine speech, became hieroglyphs. Ma'at, cosmic balance, became justice, or ethics, Jehuti, Thoth's wisdom, became Hermes Trismegistus. In Greek philosophy, Heru, Horus, became a sun god myth, stripped of its metaphysical codes. They didn't steal the scroll, they reworded the scroll, then claimed authorship. They separated the sacred. In ancient thought, especially in Kemetic and African systems, you don't separate science from spirit, ethics from cosmology, nature from the soul, but Greek and Western philosophy did. They fragmented the whole, turned spiritual principles into logic, removed the feminine by divine mothers like Osset, left only what could be argued, not what could be embodied. Ancient cultures were rich with wisdom traditions, passed down through generations. These traditions often took the form of myths, stories, rituals, and proverbs. They offered guidance on how to live a meaningful life, understand the universe, and connect with the divine. Enter the philosophers. They began to examine these ancient traditions with a critical eye. They sought to organize, categorize, and systematize this wisdom, making it accessible to a wider audience. Think of philosophers as architects. They didn't invent the building blocks of wisdom, but they arranged them in new and interesting ways. They developed frameworks, concepts, and arguments to make sense of the world and our place in it. This process of repackaging ancient wisdom wasn't always straightforward. Sometimes it involved translating ideas from one cultural context to another. It's important to remember that philosophers didn't create wisdom. They inherited it from the cultures and traditions that came before them. Their contribution was to rebrand this wisdom, making it more palatable and accessible to a new audience. This rebranding often involved stripping away the mystical or religious elements of ancient wisdom. Philosophers sought to ground their ideas in reason, logic, and observation. They wanted to create a system of thought that was universally valid, regardless of one's cultural or religious background. This shift from mysticism to method was a significant development in the history of thought. It paved the way for the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment. It also led to the development of new ethical and political systems based on reason and individual rights. However, this rebranding process wasn't without its critics. Some argued that it stripped away the heart and soul of ancient wisdom, reducing it to a set of dry, abstract principles. Once Western philosophy twisted these sacred codes, they locked it up. Academic institutions, peer-reviewed sources, Western canon of thought. So now if you bring in Kemetic spirituality, Dogon cosmology, or Native American star knowledge to a philosophy class, they'll say, that's not philosophy, that's religion or myth. But wait, if Plato dreams about Atlantis, it's philosophy. If Osset births the resurrection of divine man, Heru, it's just myth. See the double standard. We hope you enjoyed this video, and for topics like this and more, stay tuned with Smokin Conversations with Sakina-Ra, sponsored by Silverback Nations. We appreciate you.